this really, the timing is bizarre. I'm sure it's great for the publicity of the book. It's really, really bad for the country that your predictions have come true here. This to me seems unprecedented. You've got Donald Trump right now, who is a predecessor of Joe Biden, a potential political rival of Joe Biden if he runs in 2024, and you've got the DOJ, now the AG, admitting that he's the one who called for this raid for something like the Federal Records Act or some vaguely described classified documents or what? What is this about?
Yeah, look, it is utterly unprecedented. And the word unprecedented has a meaning. There is no precedent in our nation's history for federal law enforcement officers raiding the home of a former president. It has never happened, going all the way back to George Washington. This has never happened, in significant part because we're a country that has a tradition of the peaceful transfer of power. And part of the peaceful transfer of power is the successor regime does not then use government to go target their predecessor. You see banana republics do that. You know, if you go down to tin pot dictatorships, that's a common feature. When one guy's out and the next guy's in, the next guy goes after the former guy. By the way, that's the abbreviation lefties like to use for Donald Trump. The former guy, well, there is an element of respect of rule of law and respect for the office of the presidency that says you don't turn the federal government into a political tool to target your enemies. Unfortunately, Barack Obama trampled on that tradition and politicized the Department of Justice and the FBI, and now Joe Biden has made it markedly worse. This is a complete abuse of power. It is utterly corrupt, and, you know, it was rather striking. Merrick Garland said, "I won't stand by while anyone calls into question the good men and women of the FBI." Let's be real clear, Merrick. We're not calling into question the line officers. We're calling into question your integrity. We're calling into question the top political operatives at DOJ and the FBI that have no respect for the rule of law and that instead are perfectly content to be the Biden White House's political henchmen. The buck stops here. You approved it, and you shouldn't have, and you should be embarrassed by sending the FBI and into this situation and doing enormous damage to the credibility, to the respect to the FBI. These partisans are burning to the ground centuries of credibility built by the federal government and law enforcement, and it really is it's an outrage to watch.